But there's no bushing.
We're raw dogging this, boy.
Golly.
All right, guys. What is it? Day 6 now.
Yeah.
Day 6. We were cruising off road with one shock yesterday.
I think this is day 7.
No, because we're supposed to be here, what, 8 days?
We got here
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Day 7. Damn, we've been here 7 days already. Golly. Yeah, I have the same clothes on for the last 2-3 days. Gonna shower today. But thing is, yesterday we were off-roading with one shock, which was this one, and then or the day before, and then we went up to Grand Mall, still had one shock. We really went off-roading. We're doing higher speeds, and this fell off completely. Boom, gone. It's supposed to look.
That happened yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This happened the day before. And I fixed it yesterday and it fell off again. As you guys can see, this metal is really tired. It just keeps bending. So that's kind of what this is supposed to look like. Bam, bushing and mounting, bushing, but the bushing's messed up. The mounting thing's messed up. So my idea is get some tube. This is the perfect size we need, but this is obviously some kind of tool. And just raw dog it. Put it like this. Hammer this in there, so about right here, right? Give this a slice, and then cut this to length, so it'll be like the length of this little guy. Cut it to length, hammer it in there, and then since I slice it, I could open up like this, and then just drill a hole. And I could, in theory, make something like this. That would probably be a little bit stronger, just temporary. We just gotta drive 1,000 miles back to Dallas. Come on. But the bad thing is that this is a tool. This is the perfect metal we need. But we can't just damage Dad's tools. See, this doesn't go in because it's flat. It stings. And then, I don't know if this would bend easy. But this is like the perfect deal. It's just that if I cut it, it's gonna take Dad's tool down to right here. Which in theory, if I round this off, this can go in there. Ta-da! He still gets his handle, you know what I mean? And it'll telescope. So he could go like right here, and then look, I'm actually making my dad's handle longer. And then if he wants to put it into a tight space, he pulls out the handle. Ta-da! So I don't know how long are they gonna take to get back?
Couple hours maybe.
Couple hours. So I'm still debating if I should cut that. I don't think my dad would be too happy, but I'm still looking in his little shed out here.
Oh, well, he has service. I mean, you can text him, send him a picture.
Oh, let me send him a picture.
Yeah.
Maybe he's like, I didn't use that. It's just chilling. I found it outside the road.
Yeah.
All right, boys, we're good to go. So Dad said he doesn't know what this is really for. Somebody's gonna be like, oh, bro, that's a f***ing Chupa Weenies Pipe Bender Mamalon 3000. Nobody gives a shit because Dad said he's been having it for about a year, hasn't used it. It probably serves a purpose, but its purpose today is gonna fix the Jeepeta, which I don't think I have to do all this, but what I'm gonna do is just gonna cut it down about this. I told my dad he's gonna lose about 8 inches on this, but this will fit in here. He still has his handle, ta-da, for the tool that he's never used. So, just fixed it somewhere. I have a tape measure, but I don't have a pin, but I found a little saw, so what
You have
I'm
a
gonna
pin in your tool bag.
a pen, but not like a marker.
Oh.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is just gonna mark it with the little saw. TT. Bam! Now I know where to cut. So we got our 2 pieces. That is still warm. I'm gonna slice them, bam, and then after we slice them, we're gonna put them into this and then open them up, and then that way we can worry about drilling. I mean, I think I'm moving pretty fast. Opening it up is gonna be a little difficult because it's kind of thick. That's what she said. So I'm gonna see how good this fits in there without me having to like grind this down. I mean, I should be able to give it a couple love taps. I do have to keep in mind that once it's in there, it might be kind of hard to rotate, but I think Dad has a monkey wrench. Maybe I'll put a little bit of grease on it. That way it'll kind of rotate. I do understand that this does kind of have to like do this a little bit, because whenever it has the bushing, it does this, but it doesn't fully rotate like that. So I don't know if should I just give it a little, because let's see how hard it is to get in there first. I feel like that it'll open up. That's pretty tight. See how from the inside?
That's what you want, no?
Yeah, but we want it too tight, because then I won't be able to position this.
Yeah. Well, put some grease on it, like you said.
Yeah, let's do that. All right, so we tried a couple different things. We found a humongous unibit, but it started drilling kind of like on the outside because it's a step bit, obviously. But we just need a very little bit to make it. I can't find a reamer. My original idea was slice here, slide it in, flare these open, and then the flares would keep it from moving forward and back. And I've already been grinding for a little while, and it's gonna take a little bit longer. If I had like a flap disc or something, it'd be quicker. We're working with what we have.
I thought you had a flap disc.
I don't have one with me. I'm glad I brought the grinder. So using a mixture of Omar's idea and something I thought of too, is Omar said, why don't I cut it a little bit more? And I'm like, why don't I just cut it all the way through? Because if you guys can see right here, I hammered it in there and it squished it together. So if I cut it all the way through, it'll go in and it'll squish together, but the pipe's not gonna fail. And then I could just slice here, and then that's what's gonna flare these open and not flare the inside. So yeah, we innovated over here. So let me just, all right, so this is what I came up with. Did a nice little cut line, made it a little bit thicker, pretty much what's like 2 blades. And now when I smash it in there, I didn't go all the way through. So whenever I smash it in there, eventually it's gonna wanna stop because it's gonna get thick. And then I could just, after I smash, and then we can flare it open. Keep talking about flaring it open, we can't even get there. All right, so that idea most definitely worked. Tube is in there. Now we're gonna start splitting this. It just has to be a little bit. I just have to be able to get a socket in there, which maybe I don't even have to split it low key. I could just cut, right? So cut it here, and then cut. That way you don't have to hammer a ton to split it open. Same thing on this side. So I think that's what I'm gonna do on the next one. Instead of wasting time grinding, I'll just do the little cut down the middle, hammer it in, and go from there. But we learning over here, boys, we learning. So it took about 40-45 minutes to make one, although I did kind of mess it up, guys. I cut too deep on my down cuts, so now we only have that much metal. And the reason I did that is because I wanted to kind of make these little flares so this wouldn't pop off this way. And I was too worried about that and not looking at how much metal I had left. So on the next one, I'll cut up to like the halfway line, just barely, and then cut it out like I did here. But this is kind of what we came up with, man. I just gotta drill holes, I think on the most inside, kind of like right here. And then we get test fitted, I guess. Should we try to test fit this one or should I make the other one nice?
Test fitted, I guess.
Because, you know, it's a bitch to get those out.
Yeah.
No, I'll make the other one because then I'll get frustrated and not want to do this one. This one's gonna go by fast. Right. As always, the first time you do something, especially for me, it's gonna take you an hour. The second time you do it, it comes out way better. Look at this. Way more metal coverage right there. Look at that. Probably double what we have on the other one. And faster. I did this one, 20 minutes?
Yeah,
20 minutes?
probably less.
Probably less. So now the idea is drill a hole, and then bolts and washers. The only thing I don't like, see, this is why I wanted this more flat. The bolt, when you put the socket in there, it's gonna start becoming harder to rotate the bolt.
Yeah.
So it's almost like if we had longer bolts, then that wouldn't be a problem. But if I cut more to make it more flat, then I'll end up just like that other piece. And if I hammer this to be more flat, then I might just end up like the other piece. I don't know. I don't know what I could do if I were to cut like this sideways. I would still end up with a little piece of metal. Anyways, this is all temporary, guys. Worst case, I have to do it again before we leave because we're wanting to go off-road again tomorrow. And that's where this really gets beat up. But hopefully it holds and hopefully it makes it all the way home. As long as we make it home with one, we're good. Cause yeah, and then we can just go to the new ones once we get over there. And figure out what we can do for bracketing because whoever put these on broke off the factory bolts and that's a whole nother mess. So I guess let's drill some holes, see if we get this on there more. See if this rotates in here. How long has it been? 2.5 hours?
Probably.
Probably 2.5 hours. Probably an hour of that was just on the first one. Not really knowing what I was doing, but having an idea. Here's what we came up with. It's rough, horrible, and it is temporary, okay? So before anybody's like, oh my God, this guy sucks at fabricating. I literally had a grinder, a drill, an electric drill that would bust your nuts, a hammer, and a funky piece of wood that looks like if I had a butt or a vagina, it'd be like a girl bent over goddamn.
No. Handle from...
Things cheeked up.
A handle from a Mysterious Tool.
A handle from a Mysterious Tool, 2 blown shocks, and this is what we came up with.
But we're make do. We have limited supplies.
Limited supplies.
Making something out of
videos
nothing.
like where like the African dudes are like, they find a car all junked up and then boom, they get it running and all kinds of shit. Kind of what I feel like right now. Or like the Chinese guys that dig a hole into the side of a mountain to make a house. That's how I feel right now. All right, let's see if it fits. If not, we just wasted 2.5 hours. It'll fit. All right, dudes. We got the brujerias on. Oh man, this one's pretty bad on this side. I am not gonna lie, that one's better, but they are raw. It is literally shock to fabricated junk metal, and yeah, we're gonna see. So I'm gonna hold the phone down here and record while Omar jumps kind of up and down on suspension and kind of see how they work. And that'll be kind of our live action test. Start off light, please, so I don't get socked in the face by this gas tank. All right, harder. Oh yeah, go f***ing violent with it, dude. This is good. Hola, verga. Keep going. Yeah. Bro, there is. Keep going, I'll tell you. Are you running out of breath? What is that noise now? Dude, they're not moving at all. Like, that is solid, boy. There's a noise over here, though. All right, so our exhaust makes a weird little noise. Do it. I think it's coming from right here. What is that? We never hear that, right? All right, so as you guys can see, I got the water dirty, the local water source. Took a shower. Probably haven't taken a shower in a couple of days because I was just pooping out of my I was my ass out, boys. And I took a little dookie earlier and I felt a whole lot better, looked a whole lot greater. Anyways, we're feeling great. Try to catch it. We caught a buzz earlier. Probably gonna catch some bees right here on the way in. And we are going to my abuelita's, my dad's mother's
misa. It's like a velorio. I think it was either her birthday or she passed away on this week, earlier this week.
Anniversary of her death.
The anniversary of death, pretty much. And they
On
have
Wednesday.
they have, you know, awesome traditions down here in Mexico. So that's what we're gonna go to right now. And it just so happens to be that it's my mom's birthday yesterday. And well, today,
No, her birthday's today.
that was yesterday.
No, it's today.
Okay, well, it's today. Well, we are gonna celebrate death and life today. And that's kind of one of the main reasons I wanted to come down here. Was we honestly took way too long to come back to Mexico to visit my dad's parents, my grandparents, and it was just a perfect timing for me to come down here, celebrate, you know, my grandma, my dad's side, and then celebrate my grandma on my mom's side. And like I said, it's better to come down to Mexico whenever we still have our families alive, instead of being like a lot of us Mexicans. Honestly, that's usually the only time we want to go back to the rancho, when somebody dies. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. But you want beer?
Yeah, hurry up. We're late.
Venga, venga.